Welcome back to building a mega factory. My name is Diablo, and today, today I think I'll take these with me, take these with me, take these with me, because why not? I want to see how difficult it is to build a red chip factory. Where do we go? Let's go to the oil refinery. That seems like a nice destination. Yes, red chips. And I want to beacon them. Yes, I know I still haven't finished beaconing all the oil, but we have to just be patient. Now I want to build it here. Why want to build it? Why do I want to build it here? Well, we talked about making a power supply here, maybe because of the uranium that is here. Well, I've decided I will build a new power supply, or nuclear power supply, but I will build it up here where I have a whole bunch of uranium ore, and I can build a nice big setup. But we will not be doing that today, or at least not here, and not today. So let's get rid of all this rubbish in here. I have plenty of robots to do the work for me, so that should not take too long. Oh, see, stick there. Okay, just these few last trees. They probably won't be in the way. But, you know, better safe than sorry. And I see one there. And then that stone. And then I think we're in the clear. Well, we can take that stone as well. Why not? I have a little bit more room, so. Okay. Now, let's see. I think we'll start the way we always start. What does it need? It needs 3 ingredients. Green chips, plastic, and copper wire, which means copper. Just, you know, plain old copper. Because we can convert that on site to copper cable. So we need 3 unloading stations. 1 for green, 1 for plastics, and 1 for copper. If we make 2 green chips and copper, we can... What? Oh, we're removing even more. Fine. We can... just belt this out that way. That way it doesn't take a train. Plastic is not used anywhere else, I believe. Let me verify that. So my plastics is being created here. They are going into the red chip factory, and they are also going into the red chip factory, and nowhere else. Nothing else uses plastics, as far as I know at the moment. So it's very nice that I made this train station, but I don't think I actually need it, because the only thing that uses plastics are the red chips. So, therefore and such, can I then conclude that I can remove this train station and just have these 8 belts go directly to red chip factory? Then the question becomes, do I not want to wait with building a red chip factory until I can build it right there? I don't want to. I really don't want to do that because that is going to take way too long. Because you know, one feeds off the other. This won't empty out until I'm building red chips. There is nothing that uses plastics, right? Oh, I have to wait a little longer, apparently. Can't load it in that fast. Well, that uses plastics, yes. That uses plastics, but that uses plastics because of the red chips. Steel. Yes, okay. Low density structure. Ah, okay. Okay. I don't need armor. Rocket silo. No. So the low density structure is the only other thing that uses plastics. We're going to need a lot of those. So this is going to be interesting. Okay. Okay, so that means I'm going to need those train stations, yes. Did I rename these? Nope. This is plastic dash load. And so is this. Okay. Wait, how do I... There we go. Dave Martins. Where the heck is Dave Martins? Just seeing if there's any train station. Sod Hunter. Sander. Oop. Lots of private stations. Oil. All this loading and unloading stuff is for the normal factory. Green chips, fuel. Yeah, I wonder where this Dave Martins is. Well, Sod Hunter is there, so we can... Oh, we need to rename batteries and plastic to unload coal. And just batteries. That is all good. That is all good. There they are. The loading of the steel has not been renamed. Oh well. Oh well. So I do need these. So I might as well make use of them then. You will be called plastic unload coal, as will you. Awesome. We'll make the batteries somewhere else. That, however, presents us with a challenge. That challenge being, where the heck will I build those train stations? Because I need 3 stations. I need green chips, plastics, and copper. So that's 3 individual stations. There's no copper nearby. I have a couple of million. Well, no, it's too far away. We'll train that in. We shall train that in. Is one unloading station for red chips enough, is then the question. Because I'm going to be using a lot at a blue chip station. I really want 2 stations there. That's the trouble. I think we're going to have to rebuild this from the ground up. Let's start with our basics. The thing we know and love. This thing. Let's start with the basics and we'll go from there. I don't want all of this and I don't need any of that. It's just a waste of stuff. Let's make sure our train can get here. No more rail. Darn it. This can be removed. This can be removed. Same here. Okay. So let's just assume for now those are still going to be loading stations and those are still going to be unloading stations. I think I might have to move my private station here and just make separate inlets. For a 3rd station. That also means I have a little problem with the amount of items I'm going to be inputting into the factory. Well, not really. I mean, I can combine these 8 to 4 and have that unload evenly. Although I would like to have 4. You know what? I'm just going to stand in the middle. I'm going to have to figure this out anyway, so. I'm going to have to shift this up. If I want 8 lanes of everything, do I really need that though? 2, 2, and 4. Okay. Every 6 seconds. So 1 every 3 seconds. But 4 is not divided by. Yes, that's 1, 1, 2 for every 3 seconds. And we create copper wire at 2 per second. So 1 is still enough to feed multiple machines. Okay, this is going to be difficult. Going to be difficult indeed. I can shift this up 1, I think. Yeah, because, I mean... Can I, though? I think I'm going to have to revisit my entire setup. Okay, let me think about this. If I remove my fueling station, if I remove my private station, just have a separate entrance for everything. That's going to be a lot. Okay, let's just start by doing that. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. No need for this anymore. Oh, and this one I need to put in by hand. There we go. Okay, let's see. I can keep those two loading stations. That's fine. But I'm going to have to move. I'm definitely going to have to move this thing. Then I might as well move them all. Because this is, I think, the shortest I can make it, bend-wise. Because if I go straight from here... See where that ends up? Oh, that's one too many. That's beyond the actual bend. So this is the first position I have to go inward. Reasonably. Yeah, so that's this one. Okay, so if I then move that down... Because that's the only way I will be able to separate the outputs. That is the only way I'll be able to separate the outputs. Let's keep that one for now. This is definitely going to be placed somewhere else. That's all good. I've got plenty of room, so no worries there. Leave that. That's my first exit. Something like that. Okay. A little bit closer, please. Thank you. So that would be our first one. Train station would go there. Well, I can have a little bit of room there. That's not a problem. Then again, yeah, going as far to the side as I can would be smart. However, this does mean I need a new exit strategy. Do I need this one? No, I do not. So I can go like this. Yes. And I need to find out how big my station will be. Do I have a separate... oh, wow. Okay. Perfect. This outputs 8 lanes there. Okay, so let's say this is, I don't know, green chips. Oh, I have no more. Well, I can actually do that quite easily. There's no power here, so that's good. So let's call this red chips. And then I don't know, this could be copper, this could be green chips, or it could be plastics. It doesn't really matter. What does matter though is that I need to give it a name. So unload. Wait, what happened? I was typing, wasn't I? Oh, well. Red chips dash, oops, unload green chips. Yeah. So now we can get our train here. For the red chips until we are empty. As long as I remember, I don't actually put down any power here. Okay, so that will go fantastically. Okay. Give me all the stuff, please. Oh, there's still this flaw in here. That does not need to be, oops, that does not need to be there. All right, so this is our first 8-lane output. Now we can do 8 times 3. I mean, that would be 24 lanes output in total of all the stuff. Or I can make 4, I can make these 8 into 4 and have 4 times 3, which is 12 input lanes. You know what? I think we have to see that as we go. First, though, what we need to do is make sure that we will go for the max. So that's 4, 6, 8. Yes? We'll go for the max. And see how we can get that. Oops. Set up, if we can get that set up. And if not, well, not enough. These things, let's get them all, because I'm going to need a lot. This is going to be one of the biggest setups I've done so far, I believe. Alright, so if these 8 will end up there, that means that the next train will have to be shifted this way. So that's more than one station. That's unfortunate, because I was actually hoping to have each station go over 1. Well, we can always shift the belts over, of course, because if we do that, if we adhere to this rule and shift those over, we can put that one, oh, can we put that one there though? That's actually a good question. That would mean, yes we can, yes we can. Yes, so that would mean this would go here. And then the next one would go let's try and figure this out, shall we? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is never gonna work, so we don't do that. We don't need that one. All right. Let's try and finish this one, shall we? No, one more. All right. And then, well, we've got our spacing right now. we've got our spacing correct. Well, maybe I need to go... That's also an option, by the way. Maybe I need to go this way. I don't have enough room. No, I need to go down because I have way more room going down. I hope I don't get in the way of that. We shall see. I'll make a quick blueprint just because that's easier. This, I don't need anything but the rail. Thank you very much. Yes, I said yes, because this is our spacing. And then we can have an exit there. Okay. Of course we need this train station to move. Need more rail that way. And then we can get our train station. Oh no, come on. Are you kidding me? How's that possible? How's that even fair? So you've got 4 spaces. And then, okay, so you've got 4 spaces per locomotive, but you've got 3 spaces per wagon. That's strange. That is very odd. Yeah. The locomotive gets 4 and the very odd indeed. Let me grab some of these. Shouldn't that always be the same? Where's my train station? Okay, so it's odds and evens. That makes things a little harder. Because that means I have to shift it over 1 extra, either to the left or to the right. I would prefer then to the right, I think. Like this. Well, maybe I can do that. That's where I need a light, of course. No, I need this kind of light. That's fine. Okay, perfect. I need to think about that. So that means I need to move this. I need to move it where? Where is my train station, by the way? Oh, here it is. Okay, so let's say we do that one. Same flaw again. Maybe I should just refresh this one. So it actually doesn't have that flaw. And whilst I'm at it, if I'm going to refresh it, I might as well... Why am I stuck? I might as well get it right the first time. There we go, and then we connect that one. Which one is selected? That one? Good. Erase and make. None of that. Shenanigans. Well, maybe I should have shenanigans. I mean, it does make it a little bit easier, you know, guesstimating where it actually can go. But let's make it as short as possible. Like that. All right. This way it'll jump exactly where the rail will be able to go. So now that we've done that, we need to guesstimate the next one, I suppose. Which is then again, can I also need to get fuel in here somehow to these things, unfortunately enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we can skip that. Hang on. Where is my... Thank you. Oh, that's close. It's very close. That one goes there. That one goes there. Let's try and do this correct, shall we? No, wait. That way, okay. That one goes there. That one goes there. Then you get to go there. You get to go there. You get to go there. That's a very, very tight fit. Okay. Okay, so this ends there, that ends there, this one ends there, and this one ends there. I think I did that correctly. So let me figure out how we go from here. So let's say those are our first 8 paths of, I think we chose green chips. Please get me more belt. No path. Oh, shoot. And then something like that. See you in a moment. So if that's the first 8, then these will be the next. Which is going to make fueling an absolute nightmare. Maybe I should just go for 4 and 4 and 4. I mean, what does this look like even? And then we add one more. Let's see there. That's a lot of stuff. And again, we have a lot of room to wiggle. Oh, no, 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 don't do that. Is my train full yet? Yes. Red chips, please come back to me. That's a lot of stuff, man. And I could just make it into 4 lanes. Make my life a little easier. Shift this over back to there. So this can go down. And then only shift the last one over to the left. Well, I don't even need to do that, I think. I can just have them separated like that. Okay, because I think this is getting a little bit ridiculous. Where is my... Oh, I had that outside the book. Yes. So let's say we... Oh. Yeah, I can't do that. But I can keep it the same, I believe. And I need belts. Lots and lots and lots and lots of belts. You, go get me more belts. And those were all the belts. It's still loading. Red chips. It's done loading. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So maybe I can just go this way straight away. Well, I don't want to because I might want to start my factory right there. I'm not sure. Oh, this is eating a lot of space. Just having these trains here. That doesn't leave much room for an actual factory. Maybe I should make this a 2-block factory. Just 1 block to have trains bring me stuff. And 1 block for the actual factory and just belt it in. That could be an idea. That could definitely be an idea. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Let's start with, I want to move this thing. Let's not move that. Okay. And I want to move that and that. I mean, I have blue belt. I can skip as far as I want. As long as I have not built blue belt where I need to build. So that would be there. No idea how I will fuel all of this, but so let's say we do this. Okay. Like thus. Okay. Then we can have our train station, which would be that one. Right there. This would be the same, only not as far away, so it would almost be the same. This would be the same. Yes. So we can stick that in there. Awesome. Now, like that. So that would be a way to get all the belts down. And then the only one shifted is that one. Which, you know, doesn't really matter. We can just have that. Do I have... Yes, I do. So that would be something this way. Awesome. I think that's overdoing it. Call me crazy, but I think this is just overkill. Then again, I'm going to use a lot of red chips. Can I even get out? Because I don't want to go any lower because, you know, then I'm going over my uranium ore, which I definitely don't want to do. Let's find our... Oh, well, we don't have to look for that too far. So we can do that. Oh, I don't have any belts anymore. Bring that out like that. No. Yes. Okay, that's only one, of course. Yeah. That's only one. It's got to be 1, 2, 3. So I can't get all my lanes out that way. So I think setting up a unloading block and a factory block next to it is not such a bad idea. Is not such a bad idea. Because there's going to be heaps and heaps and heaps of material going to be pushed through the factories. Of course, I also need to figure out how I'm going to build that factory and how much I then need as inputs. Okay, I see that I've gone way over time, and I've basically not done anything yet. Well, I've done a lot of thinking. Sorry about that. I truly thought I could do this Well, I can. It's just taking a lot longer than I thought. I will experiment with this offline and show you the results on Thursday. Well, I'll build it on Thursday. I hope. I have a lot of thinking to do on whether or not I want 8 lanes or 4. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna revamp this entire area. That's for sure. For now, I shall say thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you did, subscribe to the channel, comment down below if you have any suggestions or ideas. My name is Diablo, and I will see you next time.